Hello, dear friends. In this video, we'll uncover the shocking and surprising facts about Dubai, a city where luxury meets unexpected realities and unique features will leave you amazed. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and get ready to discover what lies behind the glittering facade of one of the most incredible cities in the world. Enjoy watching. Many foreign workers in Dubai face harsh working and living conditions. Workers often live in overcrowded dormitories with poor sanitation. Their wages can be significantly lower than promised, and they are frequently deprived of basic labor rights, such as the right to strike or form unions. According to a report by Human Rights Watch, workers often labor in extreme conditions without proper safety measures and medical care. Many of them are required to pay a significant portion of their salaries to recruitment agencies for the opportunity to work in the UAE. Amnesty International also reports cases where employers confiscate workers' passports, preventing them from leaving the country freely. High summer temperatures in Dubai frequently lead to numerous cases of heat stroke and heat exhaustion among workers. Temperatures can reach up to 50 degrees, making outdoor work particularly hazardous. Workers employed at construction sites and other outdoor jobs often suffer from dehydration and overheating. Despite efforts by authorities to regulate working hours and provide breaks, many workers continue to labor in dangerous conditions due to pressure from employers. A report by Human Rights Watch mentions that protective measures to shield workers from high temperatures are often not enforced. Amnesty International also highlights that workers are frequently compelled to work in extreme conditions without adequate protection. Dubai is equipped with an enormous number of surveillance cameras, creating a sense of constant monitoring. Cameras are present on streets, in shopping malls, workplaces, and public transportation. This extensive security system is designed to prevent crime and maintain public order. However, such a large-scale surveillance system raises concerns about the right to privacy and freedom of movement. Some residents and experts argue that continuous monitoring can foster an atmosphere of distrust and fear. According to Global Security Review, Dubai has one of the densest networks of surveillance cameras in the world, making it one of the most watched cities. The development of Dubai creates significant environmental problems, including air and water pollution. The rapid expansion of urban infrastructure and construction of new projects lead to increased emissions of pollutants into the atmosphere. Construction projects, including artificial islands like Palm Jumeirah, cause shoreline erosion and harm marine ecosystems. Water pollution is a serious issue as construction and industrial activities result in the leakage of harmful substances into the Persian Gulf. Additionally, the high level of energy and water consumption in the desert climate contributes to the city's carbon footprint. According to the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, Dubai has one of the highest per capita ecological footprints in the world. The internet in Dubai is subject to strict censorship, which limits access to information. Authorities block access to a range of websites, including those with politically sensitive information, government criticism, or content that does not align with Islamic values. Social media and messaging apps are also under strict control, and their use can be restricted or monitored. As a result of this censorship, users face difficulties accessing independent news sources and freely expressing their opinions online. Human Rights Watch notes that these measures hinder the free exchange of information and infringe on the right to freedom of speech. According to a report by Freedom House, Dubai is classified as a country with a not-free internet. In Dubai, strikes and other forms of protest are prohibited. Foreign workers, who make up a significant portion of the labor force, are deprived of the right to collective action and cannot form trade unions. Any attempts to organize a strike or protest can lead to arrests, deportations, and other reprisals by the authorities. This creates conditions where workers cannot effectively defend their rights or advocate for better working conditions. According to a report by Human Rights Watch, such restrictions impede freedom of assembly and association, violating international labor rights standards. Amnesty International also highlights that the lack of the right to strike exacerbates worker exploitation and diminishes their ability to self-advocate. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many foreign workers in Dubai were left without jobs and means of support. The closure of businesses and reduced economic activity led to mass layoffs, leaving workers in difficult financial situations. In many cases, their employers did not provide necessary assistance or compensation, exacerbating their plight. Moreover, due to travel restrictions and border closures, many workers were unable to return home. According to Human Rights Watch, many of them found themselves in extreme need, with limited access to medical services and social support. Amnesty International also highlights that the pandemic intensified existing issues with workers' rights, leading to additional hardships and worsening their overall conditions. In Dubai, alcohol consumption is strictly regulated, and violating the rules can lead to serious consequences, including imprisonment. To purchase and consume alcohol, one must obtain a special license, which is only available under certain conditions and often requires residency in a hotel or designated area. Drinking alcohol in public places, such as beaches or parks, is prohibited and can result in fines or arrest. Violations, such as driving under the influence, are punished severely, including long prison sentences. Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International note that strict alcohol laws can also negatively impact the rights of tourists and foreign workers. Most foreign workers in Dubai will never be able to acquire citizenship, even after many years of living in the country. UAE citizenship is granted only to a very limited group, primarily local residents or high-profile professionals. Foreign workers, despite long-term residency and significant contributions to the economy, remain temporary residents. This creates issues related to social protection and rights, such as access to healthcare and education for their families. According to a report by Human Rights Watch, foreigners also face restrictions on property ownership and participation in the country's political life. Amnesty International highlights that this leads to a significant social divide between local residents and foreign workers. In Dubai, smoking in public places is strictly regulated, and violations can result in hefty fines. Legislation requires that smoking is only allowed in designated areas, such as specific zones in restaurants, hotels, and other public venues. Smoking in enclosed spaces, public beaches, parks, and at transportation stops is prohibited and can lead to fines that may amount to substantial sums. Violations can also include warnings and even detentions if the infringement occurs in particularly sensitive areas. According to reports by Human Rights Watch, strict smoking regulations are aimed at protecting public health, but also create challenges for both residents and tourists who may not be familiar with the rules. Dubai, despite its architectural and economic successes, faces significant issues. The city deals with environmental and social challenges, such as pollution, strict internet censorship, and poor working conditions for foreign workers. There are also strict regulations on smoking and alcohol consumption, affecting both locals and tourists. These issues highlight the need for attention from both local authorities and the international community.